been created.
A show completely controlled by you.
Are you ready to take charge of the radio?
Go to bbc.co.uk/Radio 1 now and prepare your minds
And bodies
to experience Dan and Phil.
BBC Radio 1. Dan and Phil. Dan and Phil on BBC Radio 1.
Wide Awake, Katy Perry, and before that, Blurred Lines. And you are now listening to Dan.
BBC Radio 1.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing? It is 7:08 on Radio 1, and you are now listening to the Dan and Phil Show. But without Phil, as he is on holiday. Phil, we've got you balanced on a table, on a tablet. How are you on the corner over there?
I'm good, thanks.
You're-
All over. Am I next to the owl?
You are next to the owl, yeah. Are you in good company?
Yeah, great.
Okay, awesome. We'll leave you just awkwardly sitting there while I stand in this giant cavern of loneliness by myself. Does that sound good?
Okay.
Okay.
I need some white chocolate candy corn while you do that.
Okay, well, you eat the candy while I work. That's fine. But yes, welcome to the show. You may be familiar with the concept of a traditional request show where you guys text in and call in and pick the songs, but this is like a 3D one, okay? Yes, you guys will be controlling the songs, but the cool thing about our show is that you can watch it all happening live on camera on the Radio 1 website. So please, if you go to bbc.co.uk/Radio 1, you will be able to see me sitting in my cave of loneliness, so come hang out with me. And also you'll be able to watch the music videos that we play, as by far the coolest thing about our show is that we get people to make music videos to their favourite songs and then send them in, and that's what we play as requests in our show. But if you want to get involved right now, then this is how. You can text us on 81199, you can hit us up at BBCR1 on Twitter or on the Radio 1 Facebook page, or you can call us on 03700 100 100, just like Stacey did. Hi Stacey.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
So what exciting life news do you have about future events?
I'm going to the Teen Awards.
Ah, that's crazy. Who are you going with?
Lucy Naher and Fleur.
That sounds cool. Are you excited? There weren't that many tickets, so do you feel privileged that you're getting to go?
Yeah, it's only 21 days.
I know, it's coming out of nowhere, isn't it? I'm so excited. Are you bringing ear defenders? Because last time it was very, very loud and I was kind of scared.
Probably should do, yeah.
Probably should. Do you think you can handle the screaming?
Probably not.
Probably not. It'll be fun anyway. So what song would you like to hear?
James Arthur Impossible, please.
Awesome. Well, we can do that. Would you like to dedicate it to anyone?
Yeah, Lucy Naher and Fleur, please.
Well, there we go. I hope you have fun at the Teen Awards. Thank you.
Bye.
Possible by James Arthur for Stacey and her friends who are going to the Teen Awards. I will see you there.
BBC Radio 1.
So yes, I am alone. That is the breaking news. I'm stood here while Phil's tanning it up on holiday with his family. Well, thank God this is the most interactive show that's ever been created, because I have you guys to keep me company. Yeah, so this is the period of the week. It's Sunday evening. The week has ended, and we like to do something that we've been referring for the last few weeks as Rehab with Dan and Phil, where we all like to talk about something that we may not feel that great about or want to admit to the world, but then by sharing with each other, we can feel better about our lives. So this week for me, it's been okay. Had a bit of an existential crisis, but then I made a YouTube video about it, so everything's okay. Oh yes, I tweeted earlier this week that a lot of people enjoyed that I had a dream. I had a picnic with Harry Styles, and the reason I tweeted that was because I was saying it's quite interesting how sometimes you have dreams about really, really famous people, and then you wake up feeling like you share some kind of friendship with them. I woke up and I felt like I shared this bond with Harry, like we shared a moment together, and then I realised that actually he doesn't really ever think about me or probably know that I exist, and then I just had to settle for stalking him on the internet. So that's what I was interested in, because it happened again like a couple of weeks ago. I had the most random dream that I went to a beach with David Boreanaz, who's Angel from Buffy, which is so random because I haven't thought about this guy since I was like 10 or whatever. But then after the dream, which was totally uneventful, I was like, that was quite pleasant. So then I ordered the entire series box set of Angel and I've started watching it, and it's a bit dated, but that doesn't matter because when I watch it I'm like, that's my friend on the screen. So yeah, I don't really know where Mila Kunis is in these dreams of mine that I've been having. But anyway, I want to know if I'm alone in this or whether you guys have had this too, where you wake up and you feel like your relationship has changed with a famous person. And that's what I want people to tweet about. So the hashtag I was thinking of was hashtag celebrity dreams, which kind of sounds like a really bad ITV2 panel show now I think about it. But so celebrity dreams is the hashtag. And I want you to tell me if you've had a dream where you fall in love with a celebrity, just have a really nice uneventful day. Maybe a celebrity tried to kill you. Maybe you had a dream where Miley Cyrus twerked at your grandma's funeral or something. I don't know. So tweet with the hashtag celebrity dreams, and then I will be reading them out after this. Now, this next music video we're playing is in thanks to Dinosaur Down, and it features her doing quite strange things with her hands, but it's very artistic, which sounds a bit weird. Here's Arctic Monkeys. Do I Want to Know by Arctic Monkeys? Thank you very much, Dinosaur Down, for sending in that video.
Dan and Phil on BBC Radio 1.
So, in tonight's Rehab with Dan and Phil sitting awkwardly on a tablet from Florida on the table, we are talking about celebrity dreams. What dreams have you had involving someone really, really famous that has been either strange or disturbing, that has changed your view of them in real life? We've got one here from Connie, who says that she dreamt that Cheryl Cole chased her up the stairs with a Hoover. I love that thanks to Twitter there's absolutely no context to that, or closure for that matter. We got one from @NeedToLurk that said, I had a dream that I was in the Hunger Games and I had to kill the royal family. Oh, okay. I wonder how that went. We have one here from the Ghost of Nari who said, I met Jared Way and we played Dungeons and Dragons. It was just so awesome. That sounds amazing. I'm very, very jealous of that dream. And we got a couple here from the Owl that printed them out saying, from @KirstyMe6, she went to play laser tag with Darren Brown, which sounds... Isn't Darren Brown the best person you'd go to if you wanted to play laser tag? And finally here, someone said that Tinkerbell showed her caravan. I don't really know what that means, or if it's some kind of euphemism. Anyway, Phil! Hi there, Phil. How are you doing? Have you had any celebrity dreams recently?
Yeah, before we interviewed Fall Out Boy for the first time,
Yeah.
I had a dream that my landlord was Pete Wentz. I was just trying to get my dog evicted. And I
He was trying to get your dog evicted. Phil,
dog.
you don't have a dog.
I know, but in the dream I did, and I really wanted one when I woke up.
And so how did this make you feel about Pete Wentz?
It made me scared to meet him, but then he wasn't landlordish when I met him. He was actually really nice.
He didn't come off as a controlling dog stealer.
No.
Okay, good.
thankfully.
Well, thank you. We'll come back to you in a minute to ask you about your holiday, Phil. Thanks. Awesome. Well, that makes me feel slightly better about my strange Harry Styles and David Boreanaz dreams. Cool. Well, okay, I'll be reading out some more of those throughout the show, so keep sending them in. The hashtag is Celebrity Dreams. And now Evelyn Beam on Facebook wanted to hear Hey Ya by Outkast, so here it is for you now. Have you ever listened to the lyrics of that song and realised how heartbreakingly sad it is? People think it's just a really happy song about shaking it, and then you listen to it and it's like, oh no, that's really sad. Andre 3000, ladies and gentlemen. So, Phil, in Florida, what's the weather like, you traitor?
It's so good. Can you see? I'm already slightly tanned.
Oh yeah,
Can you see?
you're a slightly darker shade of white. I can see it. I'm very happy for you.
I'm less see-through than I was before.
Yeah, have you been eating very, very vast quantities of horrible food? And by horrible, I mean just unhealthy.
Oh yeah, white
you're-
chocolate candy corn is my current favourite.
I'm sure that's part of
I've
your
also
five a day.
eaten some pretzel-flavoured popcorn.
Pretzel-flavoured popcorn? What's the flavour of a pretzel? Isn't it
Delicious.
just... delicious. Okay. So
Salt.
what have you been up
Just
to?
loads of salt.
Just salt. Knowing
Well,
you'll have had crazy adventures.
Yeah, we've moved into this island house, which is on an island, and it's really creepy. It's full of these terrifying animal masks. Look at this.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's... If you're not watching on the website, then good. You'll probably go to sleep tonight. That's okay. Why is that in the house?
They're everywhere. There's one in my bedroom, staring at my bed. And also, we've been invaded by pelicans. Every morning, there's a pelican outside my window that's staring in at me.
Pelicans are quite large and have giant mouths, don't they?
Yeah.
How is that? I would be quite
they've got-
terrified.
It's just squawking, and it's got tiny little eyes as well. Little, like,
Beady,
evil-looking
suspicious eyes and then a giant mouth. Oh, that's a good thing to wake up to if you're not looking at your animal mask.
Yeah, so I'm having a lovely time, but something is slightly off about this house. So if I never come back, then you know why.
Is it a very poltergeisty house? Does it feel like exactly the kind of house that a horror movie would happen in?
Yeah, it's like a horror movie house, and there's strange clawing coming out from the locked basement that we come in, so I don't know what's down there.
Oh, okay, a locked... Phil, promise me you won't go down there, okay? Because I'll have to do all of this by myself for the rest of the year if you're not here.
I'll try my best.
Okay, are you going to stick around for internet news? I feel like it won't be the same if you're not helping.
I understand.
Okay, awesome. We'll come back to you in a minute, Phil. Now, this next music video we're playing is awesome, okay? This has been sent in by Mel Mellon as part of her multimedia major, and it is a tribute to first-person shooters. She's in her room when the fairy from Zelda pulls her into a game, and she's put so many awesome effects on it, and it's just brilliantly creative. So if you aren't already, make sure you go to bbc.co.uk/Radio on anything with an internet connection. Maybe there's a laptop next to you, or a tablet, or a phone. Then just go to the Radio 1 website to watch this and the rest of our show. And now, here is Lord Royals. Internet news coming up next.
I've never seen it.
Royals Lord. I heard that her new album's coming out in a couple of weeks in the UK, which is very exciting, as it came out in the US quite a while ago, so that's going to be exciting for me. So yes, thank you very much for that video, Mel. That was very cool. And now, while Phil has been sunning it up in Florida, he's actually been very busy scouring the deepest corners of the internet to find all of the weirdest stories that have happened around the world this week. So they may not be relevant to anyone anywhere in particular, but this is the internet news.
This is the Internet News.
Internet news. Sorry, it sounds weird when I say it like that, doesn't it? Okay, I'll say it anyway. The price of British chocolate bars could triple by Christmas after a recent huge rise in the price of cocoa butter. That is a really quite horrific and disturbing news story, isn't it? Okay, I'm not going to speak about that one anymore. Internet news. Bong.
A weatherman accidentally ate cat vomit during a live podcast.
What?
He ignored the 3-second rule and picking up what he thought was grape nuts on the floor. Everybody looked on in disgust as he chewed on it without releasing. It was cat sick he'd just stepped on that fell off his shoe.
Okay, that's super duper gross. Internet news. A man's toilet exploded in his face, giving him a phobia of flushing and needing more than 30 stitches. Michel Pierre was testing the water when the explosion occurred, and he was so traumatized by it that he now uses a rope to flush the toilet from a safe distance. There is nothing funny about that. He is apparently immensely relieved that he wasn't sitting down as it happened. Internet news.
A German groom accidentally left his wife at a petrol station on their honeymoon.
What?
She went to the toilet and he took to wait for her and only noticed 2.5 hours later.
What were you doing? Just 2.5?
Marriage.
Yeah, okay, that's a terrible relationship up there. Internet news. There is a marsupial named the Antechinus that apparently literally breeds itself to death. They can only mate for 2 weeks of its entire lifespan, where it mates for up to 14 hours at a time. Now, you might be saying to yourself, that doesn't sound like a bad way to go, but apparently it often causes the male to lose all of their fur, bleed internally, and then die of gangrene. So, there we go. Could be worse. Internet news.
The Internet News.
Thank you so much for that, Phil. The news glasses don't look the same when they're cool holiday sunglasses.
I'm rocking the shades.
You are indeed. Are you going to stick around for Dan versus Phil? Because I was kind of, because we don't know what happens in Dan versus Phil anymore. People have decided that it's funnier when it's surprised that we just get like sprung upon us as it's about to happen. So, are you going to stay in tablet form for Dan versus Phil later?
If it's something that I can do in Florida, I will stick around.
Okay, well you can. We won't make you fly back in the next half an hour. Okay, you do need to win one indeed. Okay, bye for now, Phil. Right, now this next video is a day in the life of George, Emily, Evie, Luke and Kimmy that they set to Mr. Brightside, and I suspect that she put a filter on it as it looks suspiciously sunny. Here's the killers. That song has exclusive memories of just being in an indie club and then they turn the lights on at 4 a.m. Anyone else? Just the smell of, like, sticky floors. Good imagery.
Dan and Phil on BBC Radio 1.
I do believe I have James and Cass on the line. Ait.
Hello.
How are you guys?
Yeah, we're alright.
You're good. So, we've been talking about celebrity dreams. I've heard that one of you guys had an interesting celebrity dream. Is that true?
Yeah, Jack does. I did.
What happened?
I was on the Flying Dutchman ship in Pirates of the Caribbean with Johnny Depp, and I cut off the Flying Dutchman's head.
As you
and
do.
he looked at me and said, "What on earth did you do that for?"
Amazing. Did he do it in, like, the perfect Jack Sparrow-y way with disappointment?
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's such an incredible dream. Did you wake up feeling like you shared a moment with Johnny Depp?
Yeah, and then I felt really guilty about cutting off his head after.
Because he didn't want it to happen. Awesome. What a random dream. What was it like to live as a pirate briefly? Were you just yourself, or were you like a pirate version of yourself?
I think I was just a pirate version of myself.
Awesome.
Weird to imagine that, though.
It's very strange. So, what would you guys like to hear?
Can we have Boulevard of Broken Dreams by Green Day, please?
You can indeed. Would you like to dedicate this to anyone?
Well, to all the YouTubers that make us laugh daily, like you two guys.
And I'd like to dedicate it to a girl I know called Millie Andrews.
Well, thank you, guys. Boulevard of Broken Dreams by Green Day for James and Cass, who are fans of vloggers. Well, if you are, and anyone listening is, then we have some very exciting news that we're going to be talking about in a minute. But yes, you are listening to Dan and not Phil on Radio 1. It is currently 7:45. Coming up, we've got tonight's Dan versus Phil challenge in about 15 minutes, and later on the next round of our Fan Wars tournament, and more awesome music videos for everybody watching on the website. Albert Van Ville on Facebook, which is an incredible name, requested The Wire by Haim, and we will play that just after this.
Sweat the Small Stuff with Nick Grimshaw.
Last series, Molly from the Saturdays was perspiring with embarrassment.
Oh, yeah, they're screaming, and one girl was going, Molly! And I thought, oh, I've made it. So I walked over to her, and she goes, can you get Frankie?
Kimberly Walsh got hot under the collar about pretend accents.
To order something, you can't say it in French, so you just order it in English, but with a slight French accent. Can I have some ice cream?
And even the audience made me sweat with their dreams.
I keep sleep cheating on my boyfriend with a celebrity. Who? Grimmy. Oh,
Brand new Sweat the Small Stuff.
Who knows what secret sweats this series will reveal? Find out Tuesday at 10 on BBC Three.
The Wire Haim, and it is now time to talk about that exciting vlogger-related thing to do with the Teen Awards that I spoke about.
BBC Radio 1's Teen Awards.
So I'm sure everybody in the entire universe knows by now that the Radio 1 Teen Awards are happening on Sunday the 3rd of November at Wembley Stadium, and there are exciting acts such as Tiny Temper and James Arthur and Rizzle Kicks and Jessie J and Icona Pop and Fall Out Boy. Is that all of them? Did I just do that right? Because I was totally off the top of my head. Anyway, cool. So what I was saying, what is something that's very, very important to teenagers in nowadays future internety age? Vloggers, okay? Yeah, would you say that? That's the only reason that me and Phil are here. Well, I have something very, very exciting to reveal, which is that this year, for the very, very first time at the Radio 1 Teen Awards, there is going to be a Best British Vlogger Award. Yes, that is right. So me and Phil obviously aren't eligible for this, but we're giving the award to other people. But there are 5 vloggers that have been nominated that you will be able to vote for, and one of them will be crowned the Best British Vlogger at the event. So this is crazy. It's official. Vloggers are now up there with sports heroes and actors. You know what I mean? So I bet you guys are wondering who's nominated. I can reveal that the vloggers from the UK that are nominated for the Best British Vlogger Award are Tom Scar, the animator, the guy who makes all the explosions. You may have heard of a little thing called Astuff Movie, which has about 400 million views in total. Yeah, Tom Scar. Charlie McDonnell, the grandfather, the dinosaur, the Jesus, if you will, of vlogging in the UK. Charlie McDonnell. Jack and Finn, the Harry's twins. If you don't know who they are, then what have you been doing this year on the internet? It's Jack and Finn. KSI, he got famous from playing FIFA. He's very, very, very funny. So if you're a guy that watches video games videos on YouTube, you probably know who KSI is. He's up for it. And finally, Zoella. Yes, the top female dog up there in England at the moment. Zoella, who is not quite beauty girl, not quite vlogger, an amazing, wonderful human. These are the people that are nominated for the Best British Vlogger. So if you go to the Radio 1 website, bbc.co.uk/Radio 1, there'll be a big thing that says Teen Awards. And if you click on there, it is up for you guys to vote for who you want to win. So who will be there to accept the award at Wembley Stadium, being the first Best British Vlogger. That is completely up to you. So if you're part of the crazy stalkertastic fandoms for any of these YouTubers, then mobilize yourselves, okay? Because the winning is totally up to you guys. And also, you can still get tickets for the Teen Awards. I've been told that there are hardly any left at all. They're £10 plus a booking fee, and they're strictly for 14 to 17-year-old people, but you can get those too on the Radio 1 website. And now, appropriately, after all that excitement, a band that are actually going to be at the Teen Awards, thanks to Caroline for sending this in. Here's Fall Out Boy. Boy, My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark, who will be at the Teen Awards. And just to clarify, the reason me and Phil aren't up for the award is because we will be presenting it to them on the stage. It's our job to link the BBC to the internet. That's what we've been doing this whole year. So yes, if you are a crazy stalker of any of those YouTubers, then go vote on the Radio 1 website, because that is very, very exciting. But now it's time to talk about something which is going to be very strange tonight, because Phil's in Florida, currently sitting on a Type pad. Tonight...
Dan versus Phil.
Right, so Dan versus Phil is something that we do every show at around 8 o'clock, where we do some kind of challenge live on camera. It's usually very physically degrading, if I'm being honest. It's very embarrassing, but very funny to watch, which I'm sure is the point of the whole thing. But the twist in this is that there is always 2 challenge options, but what we do is decided by you in the form of a poll that we link to on the Radio 1 Facebook page. So, recently it was decided that me and Phil wouldn't actually be told what the options are until right about when we were going to do it. So, to reveal the options for tonight, I'm going to get Phil up. Phil, are you there?
I'm here.
Are you ready to find out what we could be doing live on camera, and you live from Florida?
Yeah, I've got no idea how this is going to work, but let's do it.
Neither do I. I'm going to press the eyes of the owl in the corner of our studio, who will tweet out our fate. Are you ready, Phil?
Hoot hoot. It's happening.
Do you hear it printing away? It's such a slow
I can
printer.
hear it printing.
Here we go.
I don't get how I'm going to do this from Florida.
Apparently, the Psychic Challenge versus Scissor, Paper, Stone. Producers, would you like to clarify what the Psychic Challenge is? Please.
So Phil and you will have to guess which symbol we're holding up in the live stream.
Okay.
The power of your mind.
Psychic mind melding. And what's the other one?
Scissors, paper, stone.
I wondered what that could be. Okay, Phil, how do you feel about those options?
Well, my grandma was psychic, so I'm feeling
You just
strong
come
about
out with these things. So, my grandma was psychic, like it's just a fact. Is that going to be your advantage? Are you going to win this one?
Yeah, she used to call me and say, I know you're wearing a green jumper today, Phil, and I was.
Okay, well, awesome. So if you want to vote... a very special grandma explains a lot. So if you want to vote on that, we have posted the link to the poll on the Radio 1 Facebook page. But now, hi, Harmon.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great, thanks.
So what exciting things have been happening in your life recently?
Exciting?
Isn't that the question? Are you excited for the Teen Awards?
I'm excited for the Teen Awards. Like, obviously, I like the artists and stuff, but I'm not going, unfortunately, because there's different clashes and things. So
Busy girl, aren't you? That's fair enough. Which artist are you the most excited for at the Teen Awards?
Probably Tiny Temper, because, I've been a fan of him for a long time, and yeah.
That's cool. So I'm guessing that Tiny Temper is the song that you'd like to request. Am I just presuming that, or is that true?
No, Dan, you're absolutely spot on.
Yeah, awesome. Well, what song would you like to hear?
Written in the Stars.
We can do that. Is there anyone you'd like to dedicate this to?
I'd actually like to dedicate this to all my internet homies, love them, and people I talk to, and they know who they are. They're great.
They know who they are. Big up to the homies on the internet. Okay, well, here is Written in the Stars. Thank you.
Thanks.
Stars, Tiny Temper and Eric Turner. A lot of people are freaking out on the internet about the Vlogger Awards, so I'll post a tweet about it so people know where to vote. There is a big banner on the Radio 1 website that just says Teen Awards in a giant block. People are still voting on the Dan vs. Phil challenge as well. Will it be the Psychic Challenge or Scissor, Paper, Stone? Who knows? Right, now this next music video is by Mari Molkoselka. How to describe this? It's like the Eurovision Song Contest happened in the Blair Witch Project. That is literally a 100% accurate description of this video. It's quite amazing. And to be honest, there's only one song that would do it justice. Here we go. That was applause by Lady Gaga. Thank you very much for that video. That was quite excellent and so weird, just in the woods. I hope you're okay. Okay, it is now time for tonight's Dan vs. Phil. In a bit of last-minute drama, Phil has disappeared. Phil has just gone. Phil was there, but now Phil is gone. Hopefully it wasn't a solar flare or the kaiju rising out of the oceans ready to destroy civilization, because that means that we're next. But I've been told that the game can still work if I play against the owl. Of course, our show likes to say that the owl is completely sentient and can do this, but okay, so the Psychic Challenge is what you guys voted for. So me and the owl are going to be going head-to-head to see who can psychically guess the symbols. If you want to see whatever this looks like, then make sure you get on the Radio 1 website. But for the people listening, here is Subfocus and Sean Paul.
Dan vs. Phil, round one.
girl, cruise control with me. Tonight is our night, tomorrow's never promised, girl. Just let it be, let it go.
That was Sean Paul. Okay, so for all the people that have been watching on the website, I just played a game of Psychic Challenge against an owl that prints tweets in the corner of our room. And I was told that even though the owl has to be sent things and then psychically print them out of his mouth, it actually got through more psychic guesses than me. I'm not sure how that's possible, but I can reveal that the owl only guessed one right. And that as I guessed two right, it means that this week... Florida, he was let down by the owl. Owls, man. Everyone likes to think that owls have supernatural powers generally, but no, totally let down there. Okay, I hear that there is someone on the line. Hello, Zoe.
Hi.
How's you?
I'm good, thanks.
I've been told that you had a weird celeb dream that'll make me feel better about my one. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, it involves me nearly dying, so...
Oh, okay. Well, most dreams involve nearly dying that are fun, so hit me.
Well, Leonardo DiCaprio hired a hitman to try and kill me because I won an Oscar and he didn't.
Oh, I can imagine the conviction in his eyes when he's like, it's just not right that I haven't won one yet. So did you actually see Leo in your dream?
Yeah, it was really weird.
Yeah, I mean, how has this made you feel about Leonardo DiCaprio taking out a hit on you for getting an Oscar?
I know, never felt the same about him since.
Never felt the same. Okay, well, hopefully we can make you recover from your loss of Leonardo DiCaprio friendship with a song. What would you like to hear?
Could I have How to Save a Life by The Faith, please?
You can indeed. Would you like to dedicate this to anyone?
Yeah, I'm going to copy Harmon and say all my internet homies and the Princess of Four Eyes.
Thanks.
Bye.
To Save a Life by The Fray, dedicated to Zoe and her very weird dream about Leonardo DiCaprio. Oh, hark! What is that I hear? It is the horsemen of the apocalypse. This can only signal one thing. It is time to discuss tonight's Fan Wars. So, you should all know by now what Fan Wars is. Fan Wars is a game we play in our show where we pick two artists and we find two superfans to represent these artists and pitch them head-to-head in a battle to the metaphorical death on the radio, where only the winner's song gets played and the loser gets banished into shame for the rest of their lives. It's a bloodthirsty game, ladies and gentlemen, and right now, until Christmas, we are playing the Fan Wars tournament, where we pick the most culturally relevant fan bases out there and pit them against each other to decide who is the ultimate fandom of 2013. Our gladiators that we pick for Fan Wars represent the pride of millions of people pressuring them on the internet, and tonight it's big, okay? Arguably, it couldn't be bigger. Are you ready for this? It had to happen eventually for the tournament. Tonight, it is Demi Lovato versus One Direction. That's right, okay, it's happening. Demi and 1D will clash later on tonight in our show, and only one will continue through to the tournament. And now we ask you, could you be the gladiator representing One Direction or Demi Lovato? We're not asking for casual fans. If you live and breathe these people, if you have actual shrines dedicated to their faces, if you have, restraining orders because you tried to snatch Liam's underwear or something like that, that is the level of dedication that we are after. And this is how to apply if you think you're worthy. Text Fan Wars to 81199 with either Demi Lovato or One Direction, who you want to represent, and why you think you're worthy. So that is Fan Wars to 81199. And if you feel like it, you can send us a picture of your fandom shrine. If you've got a particularly creepy shrine that you've dedicated to Demi or 1D, then send them in and we can show them. And then you could be entering the Colosseum in 25 minutes. Very dramatic. We'll see you guys very soon.
out the back of my toy car. Hey, yo, I'm eating Fun Dip right now. Not giving a
Hello, it's Grimmy here, and on this week's Best of the Radio 1 Breakfast Show free download, we have 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I've actually got 2 Chainz.
You are so original. How did you think of that? All by yourself.
Good morning to John Newman.
They say that rock and roll's a myth, but we were playing fruit bowls. We're just rolling fruit, a bottle of wine. It's nothing. I don't know why I talk about these things on radio.
That's a nice story. Morning, Robin Thicke.
Good morning.
Come and say
You're
hi.
so easy on the eyes. I don't want to miss this
I
opportunity.
know, look at this face, hey? Write a song about it, Robin.
Sunshine.
Nelly looks buff. Fifi, did you like Nelly last night?
Yes?
Yeah. Great answer while I'm sitting here, Fifi.
Fifi was very...
They're hugging.
Somebody's getting a little red.
I know. Download it for free from the Radio 1 website, and we'll be back on air Monday morning from 6:30.
Thank you for that message, Grimmy. And yes, that was Bangarang by Skrillex for Ads, Winnie and Bud, who wanted some Skrillex from their long drive home from Lancaster to Devon. That's a very long drive, isn't it? Is one song enough to satiate them for one drive? Okay, well, now, let's talk music videos. If you're just listening and wondering what the heck I'm talking about when I go music video this and that, yes, this used to be a typical request show, but me and Phil interneted it, and because you can watch it, we have videos. The idea is that if you've ever made a music video to a song that you love, or you feel like getting creative, you can make a music video to any song you like, upload it to your favourite video sharing website and email it to us, and that is an opportunity to A, get creative and feel very spiritually satisfied about what you're doing with your life, but also to control the music that we play in our show. And this next one here is a pretty perfect example of taking control of the music in our show, because otherwise we might not have played this, but thanks to Vish the Fish, who decided to make a lyric video to this, which for this song is particularly funny that she decided to make a music video. Here is The Fox. The Fox by Ilvis. Yep, that just happened. There was a very nice carpet in that video. I love a deep pile. Okay, well, I've got people tweeting at me in caps lock asking me how to get involved because it seems there's some people that still don't know. Well, if you go to our profile on the Radio 1 website, which you can get to either by finding it or just by searching Radio 1 Dan and Phil, then there's a tab on our profile that says Be in the Show that says literally everything you could ever want to know about how to get involved, but the short version is upload it to a favourite video sharing website and then email a link to it to danandphil@bbc.co.uk. So if you feel like making a music video, or if you, listening right now, have ever made a music video or know someone that has, for any reason ever, for fun, for a media class, then just email it to us and we could be playing it in our show. And now another fantastic example, Tone Flatterud, which is just the most incredible name ever, has made a really pretty video to the 1975, and she kind of looks like the singer Matthew Healy from the side. I don't know, I'll let you guys think about that. Here is a pretty treat for everybody watching on the website. Here is The City. 1975, This City on Radio 1.
Dan and Phil, they escaped from the internet and climbed into your ears.
Hello, Alid and Dr. Ryder from the surgery. How are you guys?
Hiya, good, really good.
Yeah, very good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. I'm learning what it's like to be part of a double act when one of you is missing.
Look how much space there is. This is amazing.
It's so roomy. We can all actually fit in shot for the first time. Usually my face is just hanging off the camera. Like, hi guys. So yeah, what's happening on your show tonight?
Tonight, we've got a big show next week. We had a big show last couple of weeks. We thought we'd kind of chill tonight. So anything that's on your mind tonight, anything that you want to call up about, anything that's bothering you or getting your nerves, or you just want to, share, we are there to help.
Awesome. How can people get in touch?
It's a text number, 81199. Put the word call at the beginning if you're happy for us to call you back, or you can also give us a call on the usual numbers.
Awesome. Sounds good. I feel like asking you two this because I was having this trouble earlier. I had a non-erotic dream about Harry Styles, and it made me feel weird when I woke up because I felt like I shared a friendship with him, but I didn't. Have you had any weird celebrity-related dreams recently? Is this a dangerous question?
It's actually dangerous. Because when you work at Radio 1, it's really weird. If you dream about one of the DJs here, you will see them again real soon, and that's kind of awkward.
That is.
So a non-Radio 1 DJ dream I had was actually Kate Middleton herself.
Oh, really? And what happened with Kate Middleton?
We just hung out. We were best mates. And then I woke up in the morning and I thought we were still friends.
And it wasn't real. That is exactly what I went through. Yep, so if there's anybody that has had their heart broken by a celebrity that wasn't real, then you can ring the surgery and cry down the photo ballad.
What about you, Rada?
I just dream about Alids.
We are friends.
We are friends. We are friends. We're in a good way. In a good way.
Well, thank you for making me feel slightly better. I know I can always count on you too if there's something that I'm going through. Okay, well, thank you very much, guys.
Thanks, bye.
Bye. Right, now, this is going to be a big moment for a lot of people, this next song. One of the most dedicated fan bases out there when it comes to requests on our show is Panic at the Discos. They've been trying to get us to play this song for ages. This is Gospel, and you have Olivia Turner to thank for this. Here is Panic at the Disco. This is gospel. Panic at the Disco. There we go. It finally happened. If you're a fan of Panic at the Disco and you haven't seen their new music video yet, Brendan Urie is very, very, very naked. Pretty much as naked as you can get without... actually, no, I think Wrecking Ball was more naked and that didn't get flagged. Anyway, if you're a fan of Brendan Urie, then make sure you go check that out. Fan Wars is coming up right after this next song. It's Demi Lovato versus One Direction. Everybody's freaking out. It's going to be very, very terrifying. But now, to get us in a bit more of a nice mood so we don't have heart attacks, here is Everybody Talks by Neon Trees. Everybody Talks, Neon Trees. Thank you very much for Anna sending in that video. Right, the time has come. The Fan Wars tournament to decide who is the ultimate fandom of 2013, and underway now. It is One Direction versus Demi Lovato. Here we go.
There's some wars you fight them, and some wars you walk away from. This is the fighting kind. In a world devastated by tweets, only two sides remain. Champions chosen to represent each fan base will fight for glory and the right to be heard. This is Fan Wars.
Earlier on in the show, we asked you guys to apply for gladiatorship if you felt you were worthy to represent Demi and One Direction, and we now have our superfans. Millie, are you there?
Hello.
Hi, how are you, Millie?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you very much. How do you feel to be about to represent One Direction in Fan Wars?
I am extremely proud right now.
We've got the picture of your fan shrine you sent in. It looks like it says half of your collection, and literally the entire floor is just covered with One Direction's faces. How did you do that?
Well, half of it's in my garage because it's just recently.
Half of it's in your garage, wow. Okay, so, I don't want to make you too tense, but the last time we had One Direction on Fan Wars, Liam Payne tweeted thank you to the person that won it for them. So how do you feel that members of One Direction could be listening to this and judging you right now?
Oh, right. I hope I don't put me out.
Okay, well, you'll be fine. We'll be fine. I'll speak to you in a second. Okay, Rebecca, the epic Demi Lovato fan. Are you there?
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
And I've been told something quite interesting, that you celebrate Demi's birthday. Is that true?
I do, yeah.
So you get out, like, cakes and candles and everything?
Yeah, I make my family sing happy birthday to her.
You make your family sing happy birthday to Demi Lovato? Incredible.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I would like to hear from both of you right now a deafening battle cry to intimidate the other person. 3, 2, 1, go. Murderers. Okay, well, I'm about to spin the wheel of Fan Wars and find out what you guys are playing. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Spin the wheel. Oh, what's it going to land on? It's landed on animal emotions. Okay. Wow. This means that you guys will be given a set of emotions and you have to try to imitate that animal's emotions the best that you can. Do you understand?
Yep.
Do you think that you're emotionally ready?
Yep. Yeah.
Do you have a favourite animal, either of you?
Cats.
Okay, cats. Well, Sergeant Cat, do you want to go first? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Happy.
Meow, meow, meow.
Yeah, very happy. Sad.
Meow.
Jealous.
Meow.
Constipated.
Meow.
In love.
Meow.
Fear to commit to a relationship.
Meow.
Oh, I don't know. It's I don't know about that one. Feeling violent.
Meow.
Feeling queasy.
Wow.
Feeling specifically seasick.
Meow.
Oh, I heard the change in the voice there. Okay, elated, the most happy a cat has ever felt.
Meow.
And finally, melancholy.
Meow.
Ah, no, okay. That was very, very incredibly strong. I'm proud of you, okay? Right, we're going to speak to your competitor. What is your favourite animal?
Lion.
The lion. How comfortable do you feel about doing lion impressions when it comes to emotions?
Yeah, quite comfortable.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. Jealous.
Roar.
Ooh, happy.
Roar.
Constipated.
Roar.
Indeed. Jealous.
Roar.
Okay. Existential crisis.
Roar.
I think it's more depressing than that. Depressed.
Roar.
I don't know. Having a full-on mental breakdown.
Roar.
Roar. Okay. Just won the lottery.
Roar.
All of your family members just won the lottery. A lion? I don't know. The lion just met One Direction. Okay, and finally, the lion just had a dream about Harry Styles and then woke up feeling like it was best friends with Harry Styles, but then realised that he doesn't know that the lion exists. Okay, there we go. Right, I've got my producers to tabulate the votes. Here we go. The votes have been tabulated. I can reveal that the winner is Rebecca! Rebecca, how do you feel?
I'm really happy.
Okay, I'm very sorry, Millie. I'm going to have to fade you down awkwardly. Goodbye. It was valiant. Goodbye. Awkwardly fading down. Demi, how do you feel? She's going to be so happy.
I know, I'm so happy.
The next time you celebrate her birthday is going to be the best day ever.
It really is, yeah.
Okay, well, we're about to play Skyscraper. Is there anyone you want to dedicate your victory to?
Demi Lovato.
Self-explanatory. Well, okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Skies are crying. I'm watching, catching teardrops in
Skyscraper, Demi Lovato, very emotional, which is appropriate for the Fan Wars game and what just happened. It was tough. They were both very gnarly competitors, but Rebecca was awesome, so congratulations to Rebecca and Demi Lovato, who will be progressing through the Ultimate Fandom Tournament. I need to emotionally recover after that wildcard track. Well, okay, here to perk things up a bit is Paramore, Brick by Boring Brick. Paramore, Brick by Boring Brick.
Dan and Phil on BBC Radio 1.
Well, there we go. The show has come to its climax. Thank you very much to everybody for keeping me company in this Phil-less show, and hopefully he wasn't attacked by a solar flare or a kaiju when he mysteriously disappeared earlier. And also shout out to everybody that was sending me the hashtag celebrity dreams. I have a couple ones I will just want to read out here. Dan and Phil said, I had a dream that at Taylor Swift's birthday party, she stole her mum's driving licence. At YouTube 6, Susan Boyle was on her school bus and then turned her into a hot cross bun. And then Hello Rory was looking at hamsters with Benedict Cumberbatch. Well, there we go. I feel much less bad about that myself. And, you know, sorry that the owl let down Phil and Dan versus Phil, and congrats to Demi with the Fan Wars winners. And thank you to everybody who sent in videos and watched. Tune in this time next week because something very, very crazy and exciting is going to happen, because everybody watching will have the chance to be in a music video that we all make live at the same time. What does that even mean? Who knows? It's very mysterious and exciting. Alid up next, and now with the happiest and cutest lyrical interpretation of Love Is Easy by Dawn and her friends, here is McFly.